Hello, it's Jen, and I am here to talk about picking your label. Yes, you're going to pick your label and determine your future. Don't like labels? Well, of course you don't, because the ones you've gotten so far have pigeonholed you, put you in some kind of box, and put you down. Nobody likes any part of that. I'm not talking about that. We're redefining labels. Labels are now what give you hope and bring you into the future. A label is not what the world calls you. You're not going to accept those. You are going to have the label that you choose so that you can decide what and who you're becoming next. So, today we are going to talk about that by reading Reddit. We're going to react to Reddit and some of the things that it says here about labels. So, here's how it goes. Once labeled as quiet or awkward, can anything be done? Well, I think you know my answer. The only thing this person said is, I hate labels. Let's talk about that for a minute. Did this person give themselves the labels quiet and awkward? No, they did not. Why do we insist on saying the quiet words out loud? We don't need to say them. Just because something comes in here doesn't mean it has to come out here. If you think something about somebody, you don't have to say it out loud unless it's nice, right? Why? Don't do it. Don't call people awkward. Do you know how that makes them feel? Especially if they were already awkward. Well, now they're just going to think about it all the time. You haven't made it better. And if you're somebody who wants to make it worse, well, shame on you. And eventually, karma. That's all I'm going to say. All right. So this person, original poster, just says, once labeled as quiet or awkward, can anything be done? Hate labels. And the next person says, labeled. I assume you mean labeled by other people. The truth is, very few people are paying enough attention to label anyone else unless they're very close friends or family with them. I'd have to say, well, you're not right, because a lot of casual people make stupid passing comments that last a lifetime. All right. Everyone has their own little dramas and problems, so I bet you're not actually labeled as much as you think you are. Well, do you think is this a person who labels others with polite things or sassy things? At the most, the other person might have a slight mental registering of, oh, he's friendlier than usual today, but that's it. Yeah, not helpful. If you're not going to be helpful, just keep it quiet. How about that? That does not help the original person. Now, the next person, however, says, I'm in the same boat. It's hard to be more outgoing and social when you've got that quiet guy label. See, this is exactly why I'm doing what I'm doing, because all they have to do is picture that label. Picture it. Picture taking it off. Take it off. You don't have to be the quiet guy if you don't want to be the quiet guy. You know what I mean? You don't. Just because you've always been the funny guy, tell me a joke. You don't have to choose to be the funny guy all the time. And maybe you don't want to be the funny guy at all anymore. And guess what? You just peel that dang label off. And part of the reason we say pick your label and not choose your label, if you choose and you really think about it, you mull it over, you really agonize over it. If you pick something that's like going to the store, I'm going to pick some chips, A, B, or C, Fritos or Lay's or Doritos. Boom, I pick one, I take it home. Maybe tomorrow I'm hungry for something else. Guess what? You can pick another label because you're doing this for you. This isn't for anybody else. It doesn't matter what they think. And you can go big. When I was really sick, I picked podcaster. I didn't really know how to be a podcaster. I didn't know if anyone would want to hear from me. It turns out they do. My thing is now like 2.5 worldwide. I've won 2 awards last year. Podcast of the Year, twice, 2 different groups. It was wonderful. So whoever you are, do it. Start something, because there are people out there who want you to do the thing. And it may not be your family. Your family and friends may not be supportive. Was mine? So I did it anyway. I actually did it while my family slept. I did all the research and did all the webinars and all the summits and all the things so I could learn about it. And then I actually recorded while my family slept. Maybe that's not your thing. Maybe you can't do that, but that's how I got it done. There's always a way. Even when I was sick, I did it. You can do it. Figure it out, what you want to do. Okay, Now, next person says, I hate these environments and these people. That's why for me personally, it helps changing environments rather than getting used to one that keeps you down from further growing into your true potential. Truer words were never spoken. If you are over 18 and responsible for yourself, you do not have to put yourself in environments that are hurtful or uncomfortable or yucky. I mean, if you need a job, you need a job and you got to suck it up and get through it. But while you're doing that, well, be looking for another job. And if you're hanging around with people that put you down and give you negative labels, those aren't your people. I hate to tell you, they're not. Give them a label that says former friend. Find your way out. All right. What else do we have? All right. Each time I change a job or move to a city, I try to be a better version of myself, feeling like, at least at the beginning, I won't have to be judged by people who've already labeled me in their quick to judge ways. That's right. Except here's the deal. We're humans. We label. Oh, the guy that always wears the blue jacket, the girl with the beautiful black hair, the guy that always wears that funky huge necklace. Like there's labels for everyone. And if you don't think you have one, well, people just haven't told you. You can ask them what labels they would give you. If you're feeling safe and comfortable enough to do that, and if you're not ready for an answer that you might not like, don't ask the question. All right? But think about it. What label do you want? What do you want to do? Think big. We live in a global society. I mean, I'm not going to go out and be a professional football player. Let's be honest. But there are a lot of other huge things I could decide to do. And I've done those things. I have done a lot of big things this past year. Just if for no other reason, to show people that it's possible. There are too many of you sitting out there wallowing. It's not helping. You could make the world a better place. And if nothing else, you can make your world a better place. Yeah. Isn't it time? It's time. All right. So you ready? We're going to read the last paragraph. So far, nobody outright has called me quiet or anything particular to my face that would limit me. But I've heard how descriptive they can be when they try to describe other people's personalities who just go about minding their own business in rather judgmental terms, with everyone in the group mindlessly agreeing. Well, maybe this is the day you stop mindlessly agreeing. Maybe this is the day you help other people put on a positive label. And this can definitely be the day you peel off every one, or at least one, of those old labels that don't suit you. The ones that bring you down. The little voice from that guy that was never really nice to you, but you hung out with them anyway. And they said that thing that eats at you a little bit every day. Let it go. Peel it off. Crumple it up. Put it in the trash can. It's gone. Time to pick your label. Determine your future. It's like a goal, except it embodies you. Imagine what you can be. Once you pick your label, make your decision and get started. Maybe you've always wanted to be an artist. Go buy some art supplies or get out a pencil and start doodling. Become an artist today. It's not the end. It's just the beginning. It's going to be amazing. We're going to take this journey together. Now, what if you can't think of a label? What if you can't get rid of those old labels? Guess what? You can reach out to me, jenhardy.net/label, and you can sign up. There's a form there. There's a waiting list. Get on it. And then if you're chosen, you're going to come on the show with me and we're going to talk 15 to 30 minutes, maybe a little more depending. And I guarantee by the time you go, you will have a new perspective. And if you're open to it, a brand new label that you can step into. Do it. It's going to be fun. I guarantee it. Mwah! I love you. See you next time.